Joining us again at CoinSuri's channel is a pleasure. Request from viewer is, what do you think will happen next? You can also comment your opinion. Thank you to all the subscribers of our CoinSuris who came to our channel CoinSuris. You will always be info with the latest CoinSuris news. Option 1, will there be a settlement of XRP and XRP? Option 2, or XRP will win. Option 3, or SEC will win. Please like my video and subscribe my channel. For some reason, tomorrow seems to be the day. Pay attention, the FOMC meeting tomorrow will be the most important one we've ever had. Benjamin Cohen is speaking at this time. The direction in which the markets rise or fall will be determined by this, thus he hasn't run far enough. There is some good news, the next FOMC meeting is scheduled for around 17 hours from now. Starting right now, wouldn't you agree? Before you watch this film, there will be different you, or at least less of you. The consensus in the market is that we will indeed halt. It would be quite surprising, guys, if they even lowered rates. The likelihood is low, but it's not non-existent. The next low point will not occur until after the election, so bear that in mind in the event that a black swan occurs tonight, which might happen at any second. Would I be right? They probably told Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell about this. In the days preceding the most recent 3 elections, the markets all crashed. 20,000, 2008, and the year 2000. This statement has taken on an unusual quality, hasn't it? That is quite strange. For this reason, we are making a prediction on when a black swan will be seen, with the statistics suggesting that it will be in the spring. After the markets collapse, additional money will be printed to fix everything. Oh, I get it. Therefore, we are making every effort to keep our position as leaders. This very second. We now have more evidence that the next 3 days will be quite unpredictable. Therefore, be prepared. I shall not take any action. Well, at least until the 13th of February. When do strikes occur? For the simple reason that the item in question will serve as the subsequent trigger. Oh, I get it. The moment to concentrate and prepare has come. Alright, guys, what's the big deal? So, unusual wills basically confirmed our suspicions. Despite the seeming contradiction, it will be perceived as a recession. I don't understand what you're saying. Although a recession will not materialize, that is just how they will perceive it, you know? Listen closely. Those in charge of the system are likely to be laughing as they do it. We continued by saying there won't be a recession, but rather he'll simply recognize when something is hilarious. Here is my timetable, alright. Everyone, you may see my timeline here. Oh, I get it. I still think the markets will keep going up until something unforeseen happens and sends them tumbling. My timeline is here for all to see. Until the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates, I will remain bullish. From what I've heard, it's supposed to happen in March. This is the result. Without providing any financial advice, I believe we have a few more months of increasing momentum ahead of us. It appears that many people are only capable of planning for the next few hours. The following month ought to be something to look forward to, you guys. A 63% probability of a recession occurring by year's end has been verified by the New York Federal. It's unbelievable that this wasn't foreseen months ago. The 3 options we've been discussing for the past year or 2 are as follows: either the markets will be artificially inflated until they crash, or they will remain stable until this occurs. Do you not think that the market will crash at some point if they keep pumping it? This will be familiar to anyone who remembers the black swan option. In this very moment, a recession is defined as the year 2020. What happened? A lot of people's jobs are being eliminated. Would I be right? This is why it's prudent to have some savings set aside in case certain things actually come to pass. Starting right now, UPS has announced 112-1000 CHOP, and it's not even funny, you guys. In fact, that's a catastrophe. Do you think everything is okay? Because of autos, UPS examined 12,000 employment. Poor dudes, it's not them. This is just mind-blowing. Nothing about it is appealing. Why? Also, news has leaked out that Nasdaq plans to fire hundreds of workers. Oh, I get it. I am shocked by these layoffs. Why? This should serve as a warning that a recession is on the horizon, even if one is not yet here. Oh, I get it. Everything is set in motion. In the coming months, it will surely materialize. I don't see why they would want to deliberately trigger a recession. I need an explanation. For the simple reason that the present administration is currently erecting barriers. Is everyone ready for election season to officially begin this year? Regarding the skyrocketing cost of living, the economic situation is worse. As a whole, prices are rising. No. Therefore, in order to return to the former level, rate reduction will be put into effect. But everything comes crashing down due to the black swan event. Would I be right? The markets will be saved by their intervention, which will lead to their inflationary spiral. Thus, it is absolutely evident. Nearly 2,500 employees, or 9% of PayPal's staff, were let go 13 days after CEO Mark Zuckerberg pledged to shock the world today. A mystery, isn't it? Would I be right? A total of 24 layoff announcements have been made, with 2 distinct organizations starting the process today. And the rest of the men, look at that roster. I don't know what else to say, whether this could be considered a warning sign. Who can say for sure what else exists? Mr. Poole actually did bring this up a few years ago, and I find that quite funny. I was under the impression that he foretold an unprecedentedly high jobless rate. The unemployment rate is a key indicator of a recession, which explains why they feel this way. An unprecedented crash is imminent in the stock market. Would I be right? To bring about a state of balance again. However, that is precisely why they will continue to prop it up. I mean, come on, it's apparent until the markets fall, right? In your opinion, are they going to do it immediately? I seriously question it. Without a doubt, see you all next year. If you still don't think the economy can turn on a dime, just look at UPS. Right on target. It seems like it happened suddenly, because they just cut 12,000 jobs today. Do things ever happen out of the blue? That's incorrect. We mean it when we say this. This proves it. United Parcel Service paid their drivers $70,000 just 67 days ago. Out of nowhere, 12,000 positions are being cut across the board. You are slammed with the reality of life. That is correct. As a result of financial difficulties, CNN Philippines is currently embroiled in an ongoing drama. The United States will be the next target of this trickle-down effect. Breaking a third of iRobot's workforce would be laid off when Amazon, the vacuum manufacturer's parent firm, terminated its acquisition of the business. What the hey? Taking that into consideration, it seems like all these bothersome businesses are doing it again and again, doesn't it? It appears that half of the positions were truly fake. I don't see why it matters anymore. Take note, all, here is the data for your review. Here we have a metric. I am referring to this particular graphic. What if, for example, we are now discussing gross unemployment, everyone, would I be right? Witness the recent increase in worth. Can you tell me what that means? Do you remember what transpired after that? Would I be right? There was a decline. It took place in 2020. Jobs are going away, people. There must be a lot of people who are unable to even pay rent, right? No less than their mortgages. If this were to happen again, it would most certainly be a catastrophic occurrence. I mean, come on, why? What do you mean, create more currency? More than 15 million, or 30 million, or whatever it is, must exist. Plus, they're just fiddling with the figures to make them fit their narrative. Here we have Robert from Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad, who foretells the real estate market's imminent collapse. At this time, there is just one market, and that is you. Eventually, won't everything just come apart? It needs to find a stable position. It is a time when you can anticipate to accumulate wealth. That is correct. Many have this view, but many fail to comprehend its rationale. When things start to go wrong, it's usually because the super rich and famous get their money here. How do you define a man? It's going to be a deluge of sales, that's why. The wealthy, on the other hand, will pay pennies for anything. You folks have completed this stay period. They back everything and then exploit the people for their own benefit. When everyone else sells, the price goes right along with the market's decline. Liquidity is vital, isn't it? That's why they replenish all the inventory. The next thing they do is give the market a lift. The pattern is endlessly recursive, much like a cycle. As if by penning a never-ending loop, men fashion a pattern that will last forever. It all falls to pieces at a certain moment. You guys still haven't made it to that point, have you? So, I'm not sure. I am captivated by that. Check this out. Hello everyone. Can this chart possibly foretell every single recession or black swan event? After 10 years of cuts, this is the US budget. All right, the United States has promised a 2-year commitment. This mostly shows what has happened each time we have been at these lower levels, ranges, and levels. Here you may see it. Every single time, my friends, it happens. It is all baffling to me. All of these happened in 2020. Oh, I get it. Then, the Black Swan incident occurred, as is well known to everyone. This happened right before 2008. Everyone is aware of the fallout from the housing market bubble. Alright, do you recall this from the year 2000? Mess up, pop and fall, guys. Looking at it makes me wonder whether anything happened in the background as well. 89 men, 1989. Consequently, what is our current position? On those levels, without a doubt. No need to fret, though. The issue is that this 2020 appears to be very identical to the one before it. Look at it. It's entirely absurd. Price drops, followed by price spikes, and then price drops again. What followed an overnight price pump and subsequent surge followed essentially the same pattern. Can we expect this to occur in the near future? Perhaps in April or another month? What the heck? Looks like something is definitely happening, everyone. To stay one step ahead of the competition, we are making every effort to foresee future trends. My one wish is that cryptocurrency prices will continue to rise until some catastrophic catastrophe causes them to plummet. Remember all the good times we had as a group. It has been a blast, guys, but be prepared for the consequences of the epidemic. In case you were unaware, Evergrande is being held by HSBC. As we dismantle this corporation, brace yourselves for the Big Bang and 2 years of blunders. In my opinion, UBS and BlackRock are absolutely correct about contagion. The storm guys are one again considering Evergrande's liquidation. You have no idea how quickly things may change. Oh, I get it. That happened throughout the night. Is this the first step towards a new asset-backed monetary system? The video has come to a close. It goes without saying that a like or a subscription is always welcome. Farewell, see you later.